Howdy do. Karen Adamski here with shamamama.com. Today, I wanted to invite you to come along with me on this walk that I'm doing out here in San Jose, California. It's beautiful out here. I'm in the Almaden area at Santa Theresa Park. It's so pretty and so quiet. And I just got my booster shot right down the road at Kaiser, and I'm feeling really good about that. So I've got both my booster shot and my flu shot because I'm feeling like that's right for me. And now I'm out here on a quick hike, a quick walk to try to get my blood flowing and get that booster circulating through my body, and choosing to get up and use that fresh air rather than go home and sit on the couch. And I'm also planning to use my time out here to sit down on the earth, to sit with a tree, because I'm bringing in that. Oh, there's a wild pig back there. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, there's a baby. Oh, I can't get it on video. Oh my God. Oh, he just hopped. That's the daddy. I don't know if you can see him down there. They are not happy that I'm here. Whew. Well, that was super cool. I just saw a family of pigs. There was a mama boar down there grunting. So I knew there was something behind me, but it was not going to be a deer with the way it was grunting. So I saw her run, and then 3 little piglets, and then a big daddy. He was like, woof, woof, woof. But I'm very far away, so I obviously disturbed them with my chit chat. Check this out. Walking on the ridge of a mountain here, a hill. And guess what it's made out of? Serpentine. All the rocks popping up. Well, not all of them, but most of them popping up around here. Serpentine. This is like one big serpentine mountain that we're walking on here. Pretty cool. Did you know that serpentine is the state rock of California? It's because much of California is made up of it. It's made up of ocean crust. So you're not going to find that so much inland. Usually by places where the ocean is. The ocean is right back there on the other side of those mountains. At one point, this was covered in water. Our mental health is really, really important. And I've been giving a lot of thought to that lately. I've been noticing a trend with people that I know. Friends, clients. I'm seeing a pattern of suicidal thoughts. People having thoughts of suicide. And this is definitely not a good trend. What this tells me is there's a lot of people feeling the weight of their world, like literally right now, on their shoulders. We are living in a crazy world, and it's hard sometimes. And so, you know, when our mental health gets out of balance, sometimes we don't see so clearly, and it's hard. It's hard to get out of that depressive state. It's hard to get yourself out of that hole, that dark place sometimes, but it's possible. The most important thing is to ask for help, to tell people how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and know that, you know, we've all been there. It's something we all really need to just talk about a whole lot more than we do. It's really important. And so I guess I just wanted to mention that, to maybe kind of plant a seed within you. You know, what's going on with your loved ones? What's going on with you? Do you know anybody that's at that place right now where they're having these suicidal thoughts, where they're in that place where they really need some help, they need a boost? And if so, give them a hand. Give yourself a hand. Start talking. That's the best thing we can do. Is talk openly. We don't always have to talk about the pretty things. Talking about the ugly, the difficult, the dark, the hard, those things that we don't post on Facebook. Talking about those things, reaching out, asking for help, or just sharing with a friend. That's a step in the right direction. I was just sitting here watching a family of groundhogs, and they're just so darn cute. They are working so well together as a group, as a family. They all have a job, moving rocks, moving dirt, digging holes, keeping watch. They're talking with one another. And that really is what we should probably be doing a little bit more as humans. So maybe check in with yourself. Are you connected? Do you have people out there? People that you can call when you need help? How are your people doing? There are numbers that we can call. There's suicide hotlines, the Trevor Project. There's a lot of different places you can go for help. And even if that's not something that you need, I encourage you in this moment to go to the numbers and the websites that are listed below in this video and enter them into your phone. Because you never know. You might find yourself out on a hike and come across somebody who's in need of help, who's in need of trained help. And those resources are available to us. So I invite you to enter those numbers, those websites into your phone and use them when you need to. And don't be shy. There's a lot of stigma in our Western culture. A lot of stigma when we're not feeling 100%. When we're feeling down and blue, it's not usually something that we advertise. And although there's a lot of balance that comes into play there, because we don't want to be always advertising our sad and blue, we don't want to be stuck in that victim mentality. But by keeping gratitude in our heart and in our mind, that kind of keeps us away from that victim mode. And when you're feeling like you just need to talk, when you're feeling sad and blue, when you feel that depression creeping in, ask for help. I promise you help will be there. The hardest part is just asking. So that's kind of getting our ego out of the way a little bit sometimes. But you know what? We all carry ego. So just know that if you're feeling a certain way, other people have been feeling that same way at times. So it's something that's very, very relatable. There's a beautiful hawk circling right above us. Well, I thought he was circling, but I guess he just came by to do a flyby. Probably saying, yep. Hey, all you people out there, ask for help when you need some help. Tell people when you're not feeling so great. When people say, hey, how you doing today? You don't have to say fine. You don't have to say, oh, great. Oh, I'm doing really great. The family's great. You can say, you know what? Feeling kind of down and blue today. And just wait and watch. I promise you the support will come through. There are resources out there. Okay, so let's head back down the mountain. I'm walking on serpentine. Yeah, yeah. I'm walking on serpentine. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't feel good. Boop. Do 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 do. Feeling good about getting out and going on a hike today. The day that I did my booster. I feel good about that science of that. I feel good about my spirituality, my meditations. I feel good about my mental state, keeping myself in balance, because we can all go off the rail at any moment. Right now in this moment, I'm trucking down the rails and I'm feeling really good. But we all have those moments where we start feeling like, oh shit, the rails are getting a little bit bumpy. We have those moments where we kind of start getting bumpy and then we go off the rails. And sometimes, getting back on the rails can be hard. It's harder sometimes to get back on the rails than it is to be on them chugging along. It's heavy. Same thing with weight loss, don't you think? Seems like it's so much easier to put all that weight on, but then it's just harder to take it off. Same kind of thing. But you owe it to yourself to try to remain balanced whenever you can. You owe it to yourself to ask for help when you're not in balance. And I think it's good to remember that we're all the same. We all have good times. We all have difficult times. We all have guilt. We all have disappointments. We all have depression at times. We have those dark times. We walk through lives at times where, we feel shame. There are times where we feel bad about ourselves. And in those times, we need to check in. We need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. But remembering that everybody else has gone through that or will be going through that, we're all wired like that. So paying attention to your mind and your body and your spirit is important. I was just thinking another part of mental health and physical health, spiritual health is stepping away from judgment, stepping away from judging ourselves, and stepping away from judging others. None of us are superheroes. As much as we might like to think that we are, we have moments of that, right? Big mama bear and papa bear energy that we carry with us. We have moments of being in that place of being a superhero, but it doesn't last for more than moments. It's just not possible. So sometimes I need to remind myself of that because I think oh, I can just do it. I can just do it. Oh yeah, I can just do that. Because sometimes I think I can take on more than I really can. So I'm working on that. And that is serving me well. So remember, you are not a superhero. You are not Aquaman. You are not Wonder Woman. You are not Batman. You are not Spider-Man. You are not... Who else is out there? Superheroes. You can tell that's not my jam. You are not Robin. He needs some credit. I know you're screaming at me. I can hear it. What is it that you're saying? So just remember that you are not a superhero. You are a regular old human being who has feelings and limits just like everybody else. But also remember, you're freaking awesome. Alrighty, well, I'm almost to the car. It's got one more hill to go, and then I'll be there. So thanks for walking with me today. It was nice spending time with you, and I appreciate your interest in the words that I have to share. I feel like this is a good message, so please share away, share those phone numbers, share those websites, and don't be shy, okay? Sends a love to you and yours. Namaste.